Okay.
Nozwa played for both of these organizations. Furia went to Leviathan, back to Furia. Lev cut him Christmas Eve. Brutal revenge match coming in. Furia have reasons to want to win.
That's what's on the cards here. Seeing an early engagement, an early skirmish. Going away here, Furia.
Great opener.
Taking it, yeah, great opener, but a spike drop down as well. Out into the open. How the hell are they going to reclaim this?
That's easy, just a smoke down, no problem.
There's the smoke. Corp flushed up, darted up. There's the swing in the face and a fight left. Overwhelming them, still holding them down with the guns. Haven't reclaimed that spike just yet, though.
And they'll still be able to get it. I mean, so much time for them, and they could pivot anywhere they want. Look at all Furia. They're all on the same site where there's a minute left. They can pivot whenever they want.
Going for another double contact reclear. Furia taking point. First contact. MW rips away twos. Traded out. Tech still online. Leaving it down to that 1v1. The options are open, like you were saying, Bala.
Havoc has been good in stage 2, though. I feel like it took him a while to get his feet underneath him when it came to stage performances, but this stage, he's actually been a big performer for Furia.
Yeah, but you know who's been good all year? This guy, right here, going across the map.
Straight into the Cypher utility.
It doesn't really matter if Havoc's not there to do anything about it.
And that cam positioned over towards Market, so it's not the one in the window that's going to be able to spot out Tech's angle as soon as this trip gets broken. You're right. Havoc is pretty far away, but he's got that health advantage.
So I just have to be Switzerland in this? The neutral party?
The spike.
Am I going to calm your worries down into the 1v1 for the pistol round already? Cam's still up. Quick little tap of it, getting that info. Now they know. At least Havoc's in Market. Tex locking his sights onto just the one possible avenue. Still as time plays a factor. Out wide, tapping away. The shot. Yes! The four-piece. Nice and easy. How you like that?
I thought Furia had some good things there that were going for them, though. Proactivity they're showing us already on the defense. They went for the reclear over towards A-Link, reclear towards Elbow. MW hitting. Obviously, listen, I'm not going to play around. I'm the Furia fan club over here, but they are the underdogs in this matchup.
Absolutely.
And if they win, egg on your face, mate.
Who cares? What does it matter? They're still the first seed. I know you guys are talking about that. Champs is secured, but Champs is already secured. Let's be real here.
Technically not.
All the way in once more. Study close to the corner. Slight glide. It's easy access, isn't it, to the B site?
Just dancing on it.
What do you mean by egg on his face? What are you going to be doing to Bala later?
You're a nasty man. This composition from Furia, the same one that Gen G are running, it is weird for MW to be playing the Jet on this map. Normally teams are going to be going for Neon, for the Raze.
Yeah.
Both things that MW has been playing recently too, so I was surprised to see the Jet pick.
He's not confident, giving up on it.
That's just not true. That's just straight up not true. You have to get a mute button like it's a debate going on.
If you want facts rather than opinions, Leviathan, they've never beaten Furia except when Nozwa was on Lev. And Noz was 3-1 against King in the history of the two players playing against each other.
That is...
So, there you go.
That is the most, like, ridiculous... Dude, they played, like, twice. What are you
They played
talking
4 times.
That's
3-1.
nothing.
Wants the revenge, though. We'll go down to the spike towards the end, just trying to farm up the orbs into Aspas. He's only 3 away now from the big ultimate.
Go, go, go!
That was free. As it should be.
Of course. I'm up against an eco. It's an open site.
Yeah, I know. I'm just pointing it out. It was free.
All right.
If you want to take down Lev, you have to be actually contesting in rounds like that. I'll just say it right now.
This is the one that I got my eyes on, though, Furia. They've got that 3-player stack over towards A. Plenty of opportunity to play aggressive in that area, too.
But look at the pings. There's pings way top mid. I'm not sure what that's going to mean, because these guys are pretty genius. Mazzino and Tex on alerts, too.
Tex lining someone up.
Are they going to push deep into B here after they take the site? You've seen Aspas go deep on these lines before.
Wall's already up into his face as well. Puts a tremendous amount of pressure onto some of these players as well. Trip at the feet. Tex is dropped relatively early, still holding it down towards the back of the side. Aspas trying to take control and fade back into his hands with a fight onto the front section of the side. 3v3. Room for a bit of breathing. On hold it down and fight towards the back of the side. Aspas, it's relentless.
Spike planted.
0 though, chance to clap back. Still a 2v3. Khalil relatively aware of the potential positioning here with a Paranoia going wide. Doesn't force any sort of peeks out. May have missed this opportunity. Players are weak though. There's definite chances being cleaned up methodically. Khalil still alive and active. Pops up the smoke, but he's still got plenty more to deal with. Aspas versus Com still low enough. Bit of spam could do it on either side now as well. The bullets just raining down onto the spot. Khalil, not a chance in hell.
I think I speak for the whole of Brazil, Furia, and MIBR when I say we'll happily take Aspas back off your hands if you like for 2025.
Never, never. Not after we win champs. It's not happening.
He's 7-1, committing treachery, I'd like to call it, against his Brazilian compatriots here. Absolutely annihilates them in this round. Feels unfair in some of these moments. I think Furia had great chances to win.
Right there.
Back to the eco, and LEV positioned right now to take full mid control, which is a very risky proposition when you could be anywhere, but finger guns out, and right what they did kind of on the anti-eco in the first.
And leading the charge for the overdrive again. Oh, cheeky player just playing this spot. Yeah, it's a kill trip. He's ripped off two of their heads, and he's gone for a little bit more. Three-piece in the making. Potentially the four, but MW's covering every single option. Leave it just down to King, the IGL. He's going to be reeling after that. And it's all too easy.
Don't need to buy, don't need weapons. Furia have got the aim. What on earth was that from Havoc? What a legend, turning up in the final moment.
And that's what I was saying, man. They need rounds like this, so I like this. This means we're going to have a real match, a competitiveness.
Mazzino looking lost there, had no idea where the shots are coming from. Great reposition from MW as well. Realized that that was coming mid to B, got himself tucked deep into B main. And now he's got a Bucky.
I'm gonna fry that bug.
Bucky and a Blade Storm. Seen Jorgamo wreak havoc with these. Though not in the match that we just watched.
Straight back into it. All eyes set over towards the B side again. A lot of that early emphasis by LEV here.
Almost feels like they just wanted the orb there for Mazzino. He's getting close to it.
Furia have swapped up their defensive setup too. Havoc's been playing B pretty much all of these rounds on Cypher. Now he's got a setup on A. The Paranoia.
No way. Over the top. That's genius. Just takes him out, man. You don't expect that.
Almost whiffed it, though.
Didn't. Still got the kill. Yeah.
The fact that the Paranoia was thrown out there and the Jet makes it feel like that's the site that they're fighting over. It makes it feel like the Cypher's still playing B.
Oh, they're going to re-clear again.
Trying to go for the double face-up as well. These guns in the hands of these Furia players. Aspas going to glide his way through. No one else willing to face him. Spike's been dropped down towards his back as well. Still at 2v3. It's not the advantage here for Furia. King gaining a bit of ground.
He's going to see that the A side is open and call for Aspas.
Yeah, it's entirely given up to him at this point. About 30 seconds left. Going to be calling any minute now for Aspas to get a bit of a move on.
That Cypher roll, though, really important for Havoc. Continues to have impact in all sorts of different ways.
Still though, tiniest of differences here. Doubled up out towards the back of the site. Nade sails in. A little bit delayed. No way! Aspas! Oh my!
That's disgusting.
He's working him now, and I know where Shandy is.
Got a dash.
Out wide into the open. Has to adjust, but unable to. Aspas puts him down, sits him into the spectator seat there.
Do Leviathan have other players? Do Leviathan have other people that are going to be able to win rounds for them? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Number one, yes. Number two, doesn't matter. Aspas does this every game.
He's 11-2 right now. It's almost for his, even for his standards, this is monstrous. I think Furia played a better round overall right up until the end there.
Yeah, what do you do?
Just disbelief. Actual disbelief. Yeah, 4-1. 11-2 currently for Aspas.
Up online for MW. No contact towards elbow just yet, though.
Are aware of the possibility. Jiggle peaks.
And they've got to start figuring out where Khalil is playing with that Paranoia. How they set up the re-clears in actually 2 of these rounds so far. That's the sort of thing that I want to think about if I'm Leviathan.
This is going to be a tough shot for MW to hit. You're expecting there to be some kind of flash, recon, maybe a stun.
And no one's covering the recon. We'll be able to break it for him.
Does Aspas just drive face this angle?
They've been jump spotting, jiggling. Yeah, they know that it's online, at least a possibility. Money was being saved up just for this gun. Dash is now active, can't dodge the flash though. Backing away now to the site. Plenty of players going to be waiting for them to try and receive this one, but he has to shock in their face. Galil, he's lit up entirely. TP's back up and above and around, but in his face is Aspas still. Enough of a distraction that the trade is able to come online. Up and over the boxes, MW almost receiving a bit of spam and going down himself. Still, plant now for Mazzino. Bit of breathing room into this round, still trying to set themselves up, and Tex looking to get ahead of it. Him and the rest of the team right behind him, ripping them to shreds. No setup available for Furia. MW will be lucky if he can keep his hands onto the gun.
They're already hunting. One. Look, King is in such a good position to easily notch up this kill.
And swarming him. Jiggling, don't want to give anything away, just that uncertainty here. MW.
They're kind of trolling.
Making a good go of it here, and yeah, not really synced up with any of this, but still as that shot's fired. Confidence there finally by LEV.
It's so tough watching Furia get into great positions and then get multi-fragged over and over again. The LEV players are great, but Furia need to find these spots where their spacing's slightly less tight to each other. Aspas got a double kill over towards the back of A because Furia made a little misstep there. And then this round, Tex, same kind of thing again.
Such a good trade by Tex, and then pushing back up here as well. And I will say, they neutralize MW immediately as they recognize Tex with the jiggle, instantly recognizing and pushing him off.
MW's not going to have very good economy heading into the next round, and Furia taking the timeout here.
Outside of a bomb or a spike site here.
Now, actually, while we're talking about contesting for space, Furia have gone for the exact opposite idea, which is assume that they're going for a site exec and go and mop up mid instead, so that you're set up for flank retakes, that kind of thing.
What is this? I mean, Havoc has been a demon with a sheriff in his hands.
Yes, he has.
I think Furia's doing a great job actually recognizing the plays that Leviathan is calling out of the barrier coming down. That's the play that they ran to get the orb as well earlier to get B control. And this time they were intending to use it to catapult themselves up, like Josh was saying.
And again, if Mazzino had gone for that after, Rolling Thunder into B, Furia were walking down mid, ready to get some kind of pinch in the post plant.
This position from MW is
He's going to hear this.
So good for info, but also maybe get one or two.
He's looking for the lurker potentially through mid, but he can hear plenty of footsteps behind him here. And Knives out, unaware that even they've lost that avenue. Just catching the timing past it. They do trade it in the end, but this is chaos in the camp of LEV right now. Once more, another thrifty round is going awry for them.
3 players from Furia can stay stacked over towards A because Havoc's utility didn't get broken on B. If Com does it now, he doesn't have shocks to work with, so it's so difficult. Furia in another great setup.
Yeah, but King has ult, so right now they're just going to pressure an ult back towards Com.
That's if they don't die. Already the shot out into the off angle. Good awareness from Tex. Even the clearance here, hard into the corner. Still, Noswa is there ready. King sends it finally, with the paranoia, but like you said, does have the ult. Sends it now over towards the B side. They want to try and take this one themselves. Worried about the potential positioning of Havoc. There's an ult for Noswa. Doesn't want to offload it. Oh, okay, well, all right, why not? Oh, potential tags coming in as well. Already the movement going all over the place here. One final burst. King cannot avoid it. 4 seconds. Plant needs to be stuck here. Only blessing in disguise right now for Com is that Noswa's nowhere to be seen. Miles away. Only just getting a move on over towards the side here. An extension into the round and always be flanking. That's in the rule book.
He's hearing him.
Noise bait backs away. Here's the run. Here's the stick. Noswa might be able to get half onto this one. Jump spot doesn't see it. Doesn't see anything at all. Noswa! That is just ridiculous.
What a play to be able to put Furia onto their second round. So many moments where Furia have been close to closing out a round like that, and that's what it takes. Knowing that Com is not the kind of player to go and try to take the fight. He's going to try to outplay you in the mind games. Well, guess what? Done by the player that you replaced. That's got to feel good for Noswa to win that one, the direct matchup in the clutch.
He wants that revenge.
I love that. That's a great play by Noswa. Calm thinking. Like you've seen before, we're into the round. Already going back for this B main control for Aspas. You've seen it over and over. Last time he got shut down by Havoc though. This time there's nobody here for him.
Everybody backed up, but his kill trips are nestled a little bit deeper into the back of the side as well. Aspas does need to be careful of all of this. Tagged up, still won't stop him though. We want to just take the fight straight to them, but he ran out of the ammo. Recharge, galvanized him, rolling thunder. Has to be uploaded, needs to save him. TP, ult out, running into the face. Khalil! He's lined him up. Team by his side. And once more, the lonely player, 1v3. Good adjustment, brings it to just 2.
You got this, Corbin.
A lot to work with still. 5 seconds till the dart comes back on. Ult probably does want to be tapped as well, but that's perfect. In terms of the crosshair placement, dart up and over the top as well. Gives him good information, but the dart's going to be broken. Doesn't know he's on it yet. Tap from Khalil, forcing the issue, spamming away. Does not know what's going on, pressing forwards. Now he knows. Khalil forced to stick it. The wind gun's drifting, but finally landing.
How you like that? Clutch after clutch, loses the last one, but then 1v3! That's beautiful work from Not abandoning the site, getting those first 2 kills, and then backing up and playing with not only the info that he has the ults, but improving on last round with the info of what's happening on the spike.
I'm devastated the comment ended up winning that one, also partly because that's the only highlight you're going to see of the round. What on earth was that with the cancelled ult? Aspas running forwards cancels Khalil and he ends up behind him for the kill.
What are you going to do? That's
crazy.
A crazy situation. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, it's ludicrous.
Get mid-control. Oh, close.
Who's on your jersey? Who's on your jersey, buddy?
Trying to feign that MW was not in front of it. It's a weird one again until the money, but hasn't really stopped Fury in the past.
MW does like to go to try to carry mode. It's Nozwa though with the rifle now. And if they peek into market, he was holding that for just a moment. Havoc's also pushed up deep, and he's a player that's been hitting Sheriff shots.
I'm a little bit concerned here about the amount of space that Leviathan has given up on the map. But they're aware of it. Look, is looking, King is looking. Both extremities where the flanks could come in.
It only takes one single missed 1v1 though, and suddenly Lever in a bit of hurt.
It's an important fight to win. Opens up the A site. Also cleans up a couple of these players here. So Havoc off to the side, trips still in his face. Tips at the old Shank, the London special. Fault line has to be dodged. Sandy, it's gone and out. Plus is there now.
You've given this guy such incredible tools to exemplify his skill and make these situations that sometimes you'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe. You're never winning that fight against Aspas.
They want to try and hunt down Havoc too. Be 1v4 for him. Would have to be miraculous from him. Wasn't quite there with the first opening shot. So 72 for LEV. Very strong lead so far. The adjustments of Furia just not quite working out.
Furia avoided the 7-1. For that, we can all be thankful. And I do agree with you. It does feel unfair, honestly, watching Aspas play Neon. It's been so incredible that a player that was unfairly, unjustly, incorrectly getting labeled as a Jet 1 trick last year when Aspas had an amazing raise already. But to also add in this phenomenal Neon gameplay that you're watching, he's a one-of-a-kind duelist at the moment.
What a call, too. Finding a completely empty A site as Furia go for a dash down mid with MW.
Tex needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to give anything away too much. I mean, just drifting outside of the smoke deck. Give Shandy the perfect opportunity, Nade, to prevent any sort of follow-up here. Some mistakes like that could cost LEV, at least getting themselves into the post-plant scenario. Flank is also being watched at the exact same time. That will be a freebie. With Havoc cleaned up, no longer have to worry about that one, and it has to come in thick and fast. Here from Furia, out through to one side, at least from the extremity, but they're not looking into the right directions. Labored in terms of the spray down players that are ready to receive and at least trade and exchange with the bullets. Furia still alive in this one. 2 to stand against it. A Chow with a move, and MW's running rings around them. Hunter's Fury does not do enough. Comas to get a move on a run down. Nosua, half, sticking, stocks coming in. No.
Those were perfect. The game needs to be fixed.
The first one was not perfect. It was a great try from Com. But Furia had won that one when Com was so far away. He's purely playing for his ultimate the entire round. Never even got into aim main. At least he picked up Havoc on the flank, but couldn't win it. What a labored duel, though, as well, from the battle between MW.
Oh, this.
I mean, there's a lot of whiffing going on in this round from Mazzino.
Perfect.
Don't know if that first one's necessarily perfect.
a nice enough try, but again, Furia trying to drag this one back one round at a time.
Yeah, and I will say as well, a lot of the rounds that LEV are crushing in are where they're getting that man advantage with the first kill by Aspas, those sorts of things. You saw it 2 rounds prior. Here, they actually got a great situation in the 5v5, but Furia able to contend in that retake. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and that's something that Fury have been missing out on, because usually there's a LEV player that steps up and gets a big multi-kill in those situations.
It would have been Tex walking through that smoke and Link. He tried.
That's re-clear for Havoc. No casualties. Aspas now is going to be fast with it. The rest of his team following up behind. The team's hitting this one, especially with that paranoia. It's going to be sweeping through, trying to buy them a bit of that space. But the util is coming out in kind, a bit of a handshake of it as well. Players meeting them. Deep push coming out from MW. He's going to be meeting all of them. Surely his team has commented the rotations coming in. Are they ready? He hears it. Plenty of targets here. Needs to take his time with it still. Not enough of the adjustment. Tried to reset it. Aspas will clean him up in the end.
Brutal for losing Havoc in mid there, because that means all the Cypher utility goes down towards B. They can return.
30
Otherwise,
seconds left.
Fury had actually got the jump on that. They had Khalil in an anchor position on A, but this is now very hard to deal with.
It's pulled all these players all over the place. Stretched in. Furia wondering about the map, wondering where they are, but now they know they've got their answer. 15 seconds left. Plan needs to come down here. Tex, what a shot! Snaps to the head there. Shandy is doing the most, seeing if he can find a potential angle to land this knife. Up against the back wall now. Gives us the info. 3 players. Now they know he's going to be isolated over to that left-hand side. Make sure that they clear it just in case, but they should already know that. Up and abound. Smoke comes up. They're going to be trying to play this one as well. Force them to push forwards and past it. Shandy was not set up from any of it. Attack from Khalil again. The spam comes out. Be close plant. We've seen this one before. We've seen it once more. Khalil sticking. Hello, shots. Need to land. He's already got half. Potential win con reloads. Out and around to the side. Oh! Time just about there.
Tons of it! Buckets of time! Another clutch from Nozwa. Anything that Com is capable of doing, Nozwa is finding the response for.
In the half.
That's ridiculous. This is getting too close. This is getting far too close for what looked like a dominant half from Leviathan.
Yeah, I feel like Fury have shown us a lot of good stuff. The flash re-clear, for example, of B-main was cool, but they fumbled this retake situation. Wasted the paranoia when the knife already had confirmed 3 in B-main. Also then just kind of walked Shandy in alone, slow peeking. But they needed someone to step up at the end. Nozwa was that guy. He is him.
Consistently keeping things calm.
Right back into the round once more. Drone going to be broken. That's a Hunter's Fury coming straight out.
Again?
Trying to at least relieve the pressure out through B main. Aspas taking it into a completely different direction. Sweeping him through behind. King, he was right there with him. I think that was a TP straight into the back as well. This is anarchy across our screens. And no biding the time. Aspas wants a few more kills, at least for the collection. Leaving it just down to 1. Khalil cannot stand against it.
There we go.
Electrifying end, an 8-4 finish. It's for our first half here on Sunset.
Go, go.
Any more of that, that would have been dangerous for Leviathan going into the second half.
Felt kind from Furia there, spotting them the final round, but they also, I think, probably pulled a set play out of LEV that they were probably hoping to save for playoffs.
Forcing the issue here. I mean, these rounds so close, but like you said, that set play at the end set the stage nicely here for LEV. A lovely advantage heading into this next half for them now. 8-4, Aspas sitting at 19-7.
Player for Furia to show people why he deserves his spot on the roster, despite not turning up through the matches that mattered this year. Turn up at the end, go out on a bang.
Everyone has short-term memory, so you never know.
Exactly.
Job security for next year. Big stack here from LEV on this pistol. These were 3 of the players just waiting out.
They're so
Any
deep
initial
as well.
util. Yeah, giving up a lot of control of the map early.
I think they're trying to dodge a knife at the front of elbow. And maybe also recognizing there's not too much util that can throw them off this angle.
And a double hold straight up. Lots of players now willing to contact straight into them, but overwhelmed.
Beautiful.
Too much to overcome there. Furia got the bodies. The advantage now firmly held by them. Rebound of the flash. Dodged and missed. Mazzino just going for anything to try and even out that score, but not possible. Up through mid with the lurk being caught. Havoc was for where? Takes some Com's still alive in this one. Could potentially make this a chance. Cage is going to be dropped up in front of them though, and immediately Havoc is going to be rejoining the rest of them. They know where Com is. Made enough noise. Flashed up in his face. Off to the corner. Shandy knows exactly what to do.
This is Furia having genuinely a close game against the #1 seed on LEV's map pick. This is a good performance from our team that is struggling and has been and doesn't have a great record. 3-6 playing 8-1. Close, honestly. Come out the back of this, they're at 6-8. It's winnable. And LEV have reasons to play. LEV are not just soft playing into this final game. You heard it from Com's mouth. They want to win this so that they're in a spot where they can go to champs and don't have to worry about their performance throughout the playoffs. Now, they'll still be trying in the playoffs as well, and they've got a great seed for it, so it's not do or die for Leviathan by any means, but they want to win here.
It's important.
It's definitely skin in the game for them.
And Furia are just powered by spite.
That revenge arc for Noswa, right? I mean, not much else you can play for at this point, but
I'm just saying, bottom barrel Brazilian teams with spite at the end of the season, you know how it goes.
They show up.
I'm waiting for the knife kill.
Yeah, no scenarios where we can throw the playoffs into chaos, unfortunately. But no.
Yeah, but it could send Americas into disarray if LEV doesn't go to champs.
Bit of a spiral, maybe, if everybody just decides to bomb out and forget how to play Valorant over the break. But we'll see. Dash in from MW, seeing if they can cut up these angles and just trying to dissect up the site there, nice and easy. Was a right stack on the eco here from LEV, but not too much more to dissuade it.
And I like this. Obviously, eco rounds, you can't really read too much into it, but I like to look at the little details on executes. And right there, everything was perfect. The dash with the flash. Everything timed very, very well.
And MW's jet pick is not the standard on this map. Like I said earlier, normally people are going to be running the Neon or maybe even the Rays with this kind of composition. Texture's running it for Gen G over in Pacific, but it hasn't looked great for them. But I think one of the strengths is that dash engage into sites and to break crossfires that LEV might try to set up.
A caution here.
And that's what they're going to be looking to do, I think, throughout this map, to be honest, is trying to get MW into really deep positions.
I love that. Let's challenge for weapons. Try to get the old Torbs. They see Aspas get a kill. They're like, ah, never mind.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with it. They backed away immediately. That's funny. Still, 4 players surviving.
Great economy.
Yeah, the economy's actually looking real healthy for Fury. This is going to be a bonus round with a lot of bites.
Yeah, and Havoc only bought a pistol in the previous, so he can buy up. This is going to be 4, you know, rifles or quasi-rifles that are heading to the next round. The Guardian, Bulldog, Phantom, and Vandal. That's a good buy. You can do a lot with that. It's not like there's any massive ultimates up here for Furia. They didn't stack everything into Shandy. But if they've got a strategy that they can pull out, this would be the time.
Could be an early engage here with the KO setting up to potentially flash or knife. And Com is looking to challenge in B main.
Nice little flash start as well. Get some control of B main. Pretty obvious though in terms of what their intended target is, but Fury are going to be looking to try and remove some of this util.
But there's no deep camp over here. There's no trip. So in order to get information into B main, Com would have to be peeking. I kind of like the idea of it keeping someone inserted there, be it Khalil or MW, just looking for that pick, trying to punish Com when he goes for info peeks.
Caution.
Khalil's staying in B main, but not really deep.
Repositions and adjustments here with the one-way. So it's going to be landing up and over and around.
Turning off Aspas's legs.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pushing King off the angle. Doesn't matter though. Aspas is quick to receive it. Straight back up once more. Stun. We use pound for pound there just because the dart was sent flying out again, and that's throwing a bit of disarray into the mix. Furia looking to see if they can set this up into a bit of a B-split as well. The pressure now mounting onto Tex is going to try and hold it down. Rooted to the spot, defending this area to map market under complete control.
Perfect stunt from Mazzino there.
They would overstep themselves. Khalil is in through the back of the side. Have to be aware of that.
Beautiful.
He snuck in. Fox in the pen. A moment where he could just really cause misery right now for LEV. This is a full investment for them in a bonus round. Just for Furia still. They take care of him finally with kill. At least Khalil missing. Nice. Noswa last left. Taken out. Cleaned up. Luckily, not as much danger there.
I'll take it though. Good damage from Furia. They knock the armor off one of the players. Take down 2. It's keeping the economy suppressed for Leviathan. Nobody's up to large ultimates as well, so we'll see a pretty similar situation.
Yeah, this moment from Khalil backside almost brings them back in. But again, Mazzino here goes huge at the end of the round and goes big in the mid round, where Furia was struggling to find an idea. They threw that knife towards A to make it look like a fake for Khalil to be able to get something done on B, and then struggled breaking down that door.
I think Furia are going to struggle with pushing Aspas and King off the line on A. Those are both two big aimers. Maybe the two best aimers on Leviathan. Arguable, though, because of the talent on the team.
Yeah, I'd put Tex up there.
Sure.
I'd put Calm up there.
MW up there?
No.
Dash. Flash as well. MW wants nothing to do with it. Sees plenty of players. Tex going for a little bit of a peek of his own. Straight across mid. That's a bit of target practice. Aspas making another go of things here. He's just hoping that they walk straight into him, but maybe to his own dismay. Indeed it is. He's going to be taken out. 4v4 now. Cage out into the hands. Util all over the place, but still no punish. Not for Tex. Covering fire from Com just straight over the shoulder. Still locking down that B main hold. And Mazzino, good prediction, at least anticipating that they could push up through mid, but Furia,
where are they going with
he'll overwhelm it. It's brute force.
Khalil just needs another couple of kills and then he can go and get the spike. Yeah, this round has gone into disarray.
King doesn't know the spike is there right now. That's why he's playing kind of this off angle to see if they go A.
This is all over the place.
It's bizarre.
And it's a contact reclay from LEV. Again, they're just looking for that information. Crosshair placement, not good. A knife out, unaware. Slashing into the sky.
I think there's two massive duels there that Furia needed to have go their way. One of them is not necessarily a duel. It's Havoc's walk into B. He ended up getting caught from both angles. He had to pay attention to backside and market. But the other one is just straight up MW taking a fight against Com. This one, into B main. I think MW has to be winning those against, as Arden said, one of the best riflers on Leviathan, from his lips, not mine. In order to put Furia in good positions, you need to be winning duels against players like that when they...
It's the best round to watch ever. Aspas with an outlaw. I'm just saying, he gets 2 every time.
Yeah, it's very difficult for Furia to get past. I will say, Furia have been hitting sheriff shots. A few of their rounds, 2 of their rounds, early on in this game, got them on the board by hitting big shots with that gun.
Here's one.
Tiles, though. And it's a double-up hold.
Ooh, he saw the Cypher, now he's confident.
They're going to try and double ping. Double swing. Yeah, right into the outlaw, buddy.
I told you, bro.
2 shots in the chamber for a reason.
Too consistent with it.
I'm out of here.
Always going to be scaring Furia. Hard to take this one any further.
And Furia have really been hanging in most of these rounds, but the last 2 have toppled this map. I mean, Aspas is now farming them, but round 15, round 16, Furia had a chance on the bonus and then on the gun round, and things have now slipped where LEV are going to have a massive lead. This is going up to 5. Very tough for Furia to fight back, get into this.
And the money's going to be booming for LEV. Ult's online. Furia can just hope for, I mean, any sort of consolation prizes. Nice shot from Nozwa. Respect shown by Com. Using a drone here, so you can catch that timing once more. Lighting him up, shot down at the feet. But it matters not. So, like I said, a 5-round lead here for Leviathan.
That's unreal confidence there from Nozwa. Gets a drone tag and then just W keys all the way forward.
He is 15 and 11. I don't think anyone can deny that Nozwa's been a fantastic addition to this squad. His performance has been amazing. He's been consistent. I'd say he's been the best player, hands down, on Furia since he's joined the team.
Yeah.
And if Furia are looking to do some kind of rebuild in the off-season, which, listen, some teams in the league are going to be, Nozwa's a piece that you have to be looking to try to hold on to if you have the option.
Yeah, I think he was the perfect pickup.
He would be the perfect pickup for quite a few teams, though. I mean, you know, Crew, for example, who are in our playoffs, if they're looking to make any level of roster changes in the off-season, Nozwa's got to be on the list. Going to be sought after.
Furia for now, though, just holding patiently.
Cage trigger.
Anticipating, I think, a bit of a set play. To see Com with an ult. Aspas with the overdrive. You're always worried about them crunching you through mid and A.
Aspas is so deep on this angle in B main. And there's only one player with light armor. The rest of Furia, though, headed the opposite way.
Drone's going to be painting them a bit of a picture. Flash to Paranoia all combined in conjunction with one another. And so do the bodies. They're slowing themselves down. King with a bullet tag. Earns himself 2. This is a pivotal one. It's one that Furia need to change. In motion, Havoc's going to make a decent go of things, at least finding just the one. Com.
My ultimate is ready.
Bit of fear into a step there. Neural Theft going to be revealing him. Dart rebounds across to the side, but he's found that gap.
Here's the choice. Do you go into Aspas or do you go into 3?
The last pass. Choose to offload the ult. Overdrive!
Should have gone into the 3!
Should have done it. Not against the raid boss. Lev. Just overwhelming pressure across the map. They want to hunt out his last player, revealing the spot away. You can't stand a chance. Supportive util, impeccable. Up to 12 now.
Actually, the toughest mid-round choice an IGL will ever face.
Oh, absolutely.
Neural Threat goes out. Aspas alone on the B site. An army on the other end. Xerxes and the masses hold B. I charge straight into the Greeks.
Oh, God.
Was Xerxes Persian? I think I've beefed the reference.
You might have, but I don't.
Dude, you shouldn't have said anything, bro. We would all believe
We
you.
don't know enough.
Nah, the nerds were out there already pushing up their glasses, getting ready.
The nerds are sleeping in the front row.
That's true.
That's brutal. No, okay. No commands. Hunter's Fury. Bucket load of ults here for Furia. They have to come up with the goods now. It's the map on the line. Not too many more chances left at this. Just trying to dodge around and away. Players assailing the site. Mazzino locking it all the way down.
Spike down A.
Supplements were sorely needed there. Lev arriving with the reinforcement, so bit of a tap. Just to try and force out these players out wide into the open, but it's inevitable. Nosworth will fall, 13-6. A tidy finish here for Leviathan.
Line, which I love. I think that's unfathomably based. to just have 3 sheriffs that you rock up with. You're on attack side, no post-plant nanoswarms, no drone on the attack side for your Sova. Just shoot people. Yeah. It's a shooting game.
It's an FPS game at Aspas.
You also have to not get shot.
Exactly, and he proves it firsthand. Maybe going for a second go at things. This is ludicrous. Give him the ace.
Yeah.
He's at 2.
Perfect wall, get him some safety.
Still Havoc has been lurking. Making his mark over towards the ace site. Texto, one to the temple. Takes him out.
That was an execution.
Yeah, rapid run around now for the remaining 2 Fury plays, making all the noise in the world. So Comp.
How are they getting lurked on? After they had a lurker through A.
Lurks on lurks, and there's no chances there. I mean, they just don't expect it. There's no way you expect this. Last is known. Shandy doesn't know which way to look, man. Too many players in every single spot. Lev with a pistol round. It's honestly just absolutely flat out. They're here to win it. They got dinner plans.
Not happy with this one, though. Comp stole Aspas' ace.
Stole his ace. Again, he had 2 kills. Calm yourself. There were nice shots over towards the beginning. When you buy 3 sheriffs on the pistol round, you do have to be, you know, shooting, hitting the shots. Yeah, that's
wow, that is incredible. Dude, this guy's your color guy. What is going on?
Yeah, it's okay. I deadlift sometimes. You're here now.
You excited for the Aspas Outlaw again? No, because they're going mid, and this is kind of awkward for him. I don't, yeah. You know, I'll give him pre-cope. He's not going to get anything this time. But it's unfortunate.
Right there. Yeah, difficult to get through, shoot through. So with the eco, they just want to plant down at this point. Maybe if they get a kill, they'll be happy with it, but touch to the corner.
God, another perfect cascade to slow them.
Yeah, Shandy just couldn't quite get himself onto the site, and now they are
Where are they going?
just stuck in kitchen. Go for another wrap around here. Tex is flanking them. Is he going to spot any guns poking over the edge? The turret sees the contact. Few to the body will do it. Dropping down Nosworth, going for another repeat. Classic in hand. MW does take him out.
I get what.
Well, Havoc's got a ton of space over towards A, and now Tex is down.
Yeah.
The alarm bot's not up, the nanoswarms aren't up.
Bomber's AFK in spawn. Only just started playing again, but
they can get the plant here.
He's doing the reverse curry.
Let's go for the peak.
Plant money, love to see it.
Shocky.
Big win in the round from MW.
No shocky. Okay, just a dart. Yeah, he does get the plant money.
That's what they're playing for. Small victories, micro objectives. That's what I like to see. Stay focused. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Is that what you like to do? Because I think you've been a joke this entire last 2 years.
That's brutal. I'm going to need to split you two up. Swap the headsets. I'll sit in the middle. Alright, here we go. Bonus round over LEV. Full armor across the board for Furia. Don't want to be falling prey to the outlaw purchase of Aspas. Big stack as well.
Hard read, wrong read as well.
Yeah.
Expecting Furia to go over towards A, and King's going to be a ton of pressure here.
I am surprised to see all the Killjoy util also given towards A, given that they have the stack there. Normally you have a molly thrown from the other side of the map, something like that to support King.
King did not break the drone either. And caught just from the side there, Khalil. Wrapping up, straight up the gut through mid. Taking all that space for them and more. Deep dart as well, no more worries. Out from the side though, that's calm. It's a good return of the fire.
Oh, he's actually scared that they push even deeper, but you're almost never going to do that when you have Sage.
Yeah, just go for those standard plants as Shandy has done. Play the 4v4 in the post plant. Havoc hasn't put nanoswarms down onto the spike.
This is awkward for Shandy. Doesn't know which way to look as well. Gonna have to be bailed out. Shot darts from the back and the side. Out through, running it forwards. Quite tapping. They know they're not on it. Shandy still locking it down. Holding it down, still can. Maintaining. Not against the rifle. Up onto the side as well. Cove has to get bursted. Mazzino already sticking. He's got half already. The bullets are doing it. Still getting it. At least half. Maybe a chance. Com. He's low though. Only 9 health onto it. Sliders taps as well. 3 bullets left. The time's running short. Furia know it. They've won it on that win con just alone, and it's snappy at the end, but just going to be that alone here. Round win. Clean sweep though with the players. Furia not able to keep anybody alive.
They get they get the round, but it cost them every weapon that they had coming into it, and I'm concerned about the post-plant game plans as well. Havoc was spraying there to break the cove, didn't have time to go for the nanoswarms, hadn't already pre-placed them on the spike. Things looking messy.
I'll give you your own cope here, Josh, because he had a big job, actually. Aspas smoked his alarm bot on the flank, and he took him down, paying attention to the fact that that was a possibility. Not seeing Aspas on the site, and that's why he doesn't have anything pre-placed.
Yeah.
Revealing area. That's why 3 mines are better than 2. Nothing goes amiss.
Aspas still with the outlaw as well.
Yeah, and of course, why not? They're going to be doing a weaker buy. He's holding it down over towards the B side now. Furia.
They can't get through.
Yeah, setting aside over towards A. This high tide makes it very difficult. It's a cheeky wall. I'm pretty sure there's a gap in that one, but I'm almost certain. Hunter's Fury off from the side. Any sort of connections would be beautiful, but I don't believe they got too much damage at all. Mollies and Utils rebounding across and back and around. Aspas time has been bored. He's back into the action and the fray. Flood is called out and away. Destroy through into the back of the side. MW. Short work from him. Stinger in hand. He might be able to make the most of this one. Dash forwards. Aspas again. Getting active now. Picks up the upgrade. Knives. Blade Storm. Phantom out. Still a 2v2. Sliders tap up. Jump! Aspas! And running and gunning. He'll save it from a very tricky spot.
I appreciate the effort there from MW towards the end, hoping to catch the team off guard. I think as soon as the Blade Storm is popped...
Yeah, you're looking up.
Watch this! And everybody on Leviathan is exactly watching for that.
Especially so difficult to do against Aspas, who knows those plays so much. I have to point out here, Aspas was the last player to rotate from Leviathan. In fact, he was the only player on that A site, or the B site at the beginning of the round. But because of that util from Mazzino, all that Harbor util, Furia just couldn't push through, and then Aspas gets the first kill in the round on the site.
No util as well to push back Mazzino. Easy ult earned up.
It's interesting too, we saw on Sunset this same sort of setup end up working for LEV on defense, where Aspas just holds down the B site, and they're happy to heavily stack the rest of the map. And Furia plays into that. They don't want to go where Aspas is.
Oh, it comes his way out into the open there. Still with the dash. MW going to be up and above and around now. Running rings around him, or at least attempting to. Still knows it's going to be one player watching for that angle here in that one. And an ult does have to be offloaded, finally. Reckoning cleaves and clears the way through.
So Mazzino's bought them a little bit of time, but it was actually the fact that MW got in front of that high tide that allowed him the kill onto Com. Normally, Furia have been behind all of the Harbor util.
The time and repositioning here. Texas got in a deeper position that you might not expect if you're Furia. And they don't have that drone anymore.
He's got to make his mark. Here with his player disadvantage!
Beautiful.
MW straight forwards now using the cove as well, but he entering possibilities. Mazzino though, still looking forwards. High tides up and around, stretching. It does alert them to his positioning, but it's not really much they can do. Furia slow to a crawl. Have to bide their time again and just waiting it down. Bit a few seconds. Cutting noise, praying that it pulls some players away here, but Lev still holding it down for now. Tiniest of differences though, players up and above, and King wasn't expecting it, not on top of 410. Needs to be a return of the fight. Mazzino, he's down, gone. Just down to Aspas.
Planted.
We've seen stranger things, listen. Make a go of things, but Dash fades away. So do most of the chances of the round.
Good one from Furia there. Able to get in. They had, what, 3 or 4 waves of different utility cycles into the A site. First, it's MW getting past that high tide like I was talking about. Then they have to wait out the reckoning. They go back forwards again and prod and poke. They get held back once more, and then they finally commit with about 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Starting with Shandy putting down the wall so that one of the spots, at least, they don't have to worry too much about.
Right. At that point, they'd already gotten 2 picks on the players, though. Tex fell, those sorts of things. You can start to take your time a little bit more. But I'm interested there, and they don't chase Aspas at all. I know the money situation for them is not great, but also trying to keep the money down for Leviathan is going to be how you actually bring this into a game where they can take the lead here.
Yeah, I'm going to counter with the fear of God is in them.
Yeah,
you run at Aspas,
I wouldn't
die.
chase him either.
I don't blame him.
He's only 4-1 in this map, but if you look at his stats over the whole series in total, it's scary stuff. MW, though, this time is actually finding those opportunities to get picks. He found the opener onto Com, he got another really important one on Tex, and now he's looking to try to hunt Mazzino.
Great reads right away. Drone seeing Mazzino. And usually Aspas has been alone on this lane. Instead, now that he has the hero rifle, he pushed all the way up into attacker side nest on A.
Never going to be calling for a lot of bodies to receive him now. Waiting for the second wave dart. Dash as well from MW, clears out the yellow box, wall up. This time the Nano Swarm's placed preemptively.
Oh, gosh! Come on, Shandy, I know you haven't been in Tier 1 all the time this year, but you know to look away from the wall.
Really is turning into the average Furia fan still. So with the rifles, that's going to be reigning supreme on this day, but with the Sheriff in hand, Aspas has finally found his way over towards the fight. Still a 1v3 to take care of. And too much as well. Trying to put a position here. Furia bringing it up nice and even now, 3-3.
Clean stuff. Did I ever say I was worried? Not even in the slightest. And Shandy's been statistically a bottom-performing player. Listen, I don't care. I don't care at all. The vibes have improved massively since he was added to the team. He seems to have given them more of a determination to succeed, a bit more focus, and also there was less pressure because Furia were essentially out of things by the time he arrived. But I think all of those things together since adding him have created a squad that's actually now able to, you know, go toe-to-toe with some of these top squads, at least for the beginning halves of these maps.
I think that's what he brought to his prior teams too, NIP, back at Reykjavik.
A lot of footsteps, heavy rumble. Com's lucky he doesn't quite caught in a transfer, moving into position. Aspas, he missed his shot too. They know there's an op online. Nano Swarm just shy. Still posted up. Of course, Aspas still has a dash too. Now it's active as the wall goes down.
I mean, this is just going to be counter lockdown here.
Many chances. That's just onto the elbow. Filthy work from Aspas. They're going to try and brute force their way through, but
Instant res, but they might get locked down.
yeah, no way to break this one, so just have to give it the space on either side. Detainments.
Only for the attackers.
Yeah.
And that might actually buy time for Aspas to not be able to do anything when they hit the site, but they'll slow down.
And they're slowing down because by the time they got into the site, those players would be undetained and starting to throw snake bites at them and high tides, that kind of thing. So Furia, the lack of noise should make Lev worried about B.
Has at least pulled King.
Havoc is lurking up tube instead of up mid. So he's not going to be able to actually
30
help
seconds
with
left.
the hits. And instead going to go for a late lurk.
Llama broken.
That's to buy time for Havoc.
Aspas is feeling a lot of pressure there. And Shandy's just opened things up himself. Doesn't need the flank to really pay off. It is being watched for. King alerted. Tex still down lower. Plan has to come down and it's covered. Up from the high ground. Nos was there. 2v1 now. And King has got to do a lot as the IGL has been faced up. Double body still with that molly. Saved it for the rainy day. Up and around. Good movement. Clean with it. Up. Still not anticipating it. Dodging, juking, weaving up on the ropes. It's too much to deal with. Furia now finding the advantage. Now finding that 1-round lead.
What is going on?
I'll tell you what, the slow pace is working for Furia. A timeout absolutely needed for Leviathan here. Aspas, when he's been running the operator, has not been able to grab info for them. He gets a kill in this spot, but they're lacking information, I think partly because if he had a rifle in his hand, they'd probably be more incentivized to set him up on aggressive lines.
Yeah,
that's how he got the
That's what I'm looking
TikTok
for.
walls!
That's what I'm looking for! None of the standard stuff. Break up the crossfires.
I think Jorgamo hit us with one of those last time he was playing.
Just saying what's real right now. Lev is way better than this.
Probably going to be writing up a storm on VLR later. just single-handedly.
And just look out for the username, Aspas Fanboy.
All right. Dart's broken, just barely though, so Con can't disrespect it. Grabbing that orb up.
And if they were to try to play for an ult orb here, Lev don't have a way of particularly dissuading them. Instead, they're pushing up on the other side of the map. Tex has got really deep towards B. And it's going to be Havoc's job to hold him off.
It's high tides. I mean, brutal for Furia, just inability to push back through as well, but
they've just been waiting them out, though.
Yeah, they have. The noise cuts have been working nicely, making Lev stew.
Oh, once again, another bait with the wall this time.
And normally, that's been the signal to go.
There's an angle though, missed opportunity by Aspas. Flooded players in, they've definitely got the bodies, but it's all about converting it when you've only got the weaponry at hand still. Aspas with a bladesome again. Anything's possible. This wall in his face is just so damn annoying. 40 seconds. Spike's still not down.
Cascades from Mizuno allowed him to get back in the sight.
Great kill.
Yeah, straight up onto the high ground. Angle
Great
again.
kill
It's even down. Mizuno's just there.
Yes!
Again, body shots. Doing the work. It's up to Havoc. It's a 1v2. Reckoning. Pushing him out of the picture now. He's got to get a move on. Running all the way over towards B. Double stack Duff. Doesn't look like it's going to be red here by Lev. He might be able to catch his timing.
Ooh, mid, I think he had time to go B main.
I mean, even though the Lev players have heard footsteps, you've got to run in the middle of that reckoning anyway. So they haven't got the read that he's headed over to B here. Unfortunately, it's not somebody like Nozwa or Khalil in the post plant here, where one of these plants would have got the ult online. Havoc's still far away from lockdown.
And going through mid actually allowed him to get that alarm bot down, which gives him a little bit of information. He's hearing both of them right now. He can't give up the site though, because the pit will make things difficult.
Difficult spot. High tide's already ripped his way across and
the cove.
Lev doubled up side by side. Yep, Havoc realizing he needs to take the initiation factor into his own hands. Not enough, but almost there. Barely. Reset of the rifle.
That's tough.
The trade online for King, and so brings it 4-4.
Lev making a hard read coming out of that attack timeout, in my opinion, just deciding, well, Furia, in the slow pace rounds, have mostly just been re-hitting A. When we see them early A, the chances that they're re-hitting, it's been like 4 times compared to 1 that they rotated B. So if you're gonna gamble and stack on a spot, just put bodies on the A side. And now, I think we need to see the adaptation from Furia, where they do the same kind of thing, pressure over towards A, but have at least a lurker, if not the entire squad rotating over quietly and taking B control.
And you mentioned the op from Aspas not being able to find too much. This time, though, getting really aggressive.
Oh, he hears a lot to jiggle, just trying to bait it out. The pre-fire not finding the target. Drone as well. Any breakers? It just spots everybody.
So this is good early round information that Furia is set up for some kind of a control or push, but it doesn't help Lev get mid-round, late-round info. And this is what I was wanting to see. Yeah. Furia making it feel like one of their standard re-hits, but instead contacting over to the other side of the map.
There's this one going up, trap dash with the dart as well. Beautiful. Nowhere to play, nowhere to hide. Still, Texas covering it!
Jesus.
Pretty ugly.
High.
That's beautiful.
That is just filthy. Whips it around in a 180 fashion here for him. Furia reeling. Don't know which way to look. Spike's been dropped down at the feet.
I'll tell you which way to look. Everywhere.
Yeah. And Havoc, there's no peace of mind being granted to him. Khalil just bail him out from one angle, though. With Tex being removed, doesn't have to worry about his back as much. Still needs to regain control of this one, though, with 30 seconds left. And it's complete control. The dash across the crossfire now. It's going to be really difficult, but the pre-aim onto it. It's impeccable. Molly going wide and around as well. Still a kill needs to be claimed, and it will be just that. Followed through by Com.
I'll say that was unlucky for Furia. They dropped the spike in the worst position possible.
Yeah, I also think that most of the time Tex is not going to be good for 3. Did he get in that round? He's a great player, but you should be able to trade it out.
The Tex slander is ridiculous.
No, it's not slander. My point being that Furia should be able to trade out 1 player with 3 of them.
It sounded personal, I don't know.
No personal bias to that whatsoever. I'm not wearing a Furia jersey at all. It reminds me of the beginning of Sunset, where Furia were getting in good positions, had the right read on the situation, but couldn't get through individuals.
Yeah, it's okay, Josh. I understand it's hard to be biased for Furia.
Hit down. It's a lot of pressure. It's an early ult by King. He's worried about it. Tex covers. One possible position there, just up onto the high ground. MW not getting away with it.
They had ults to try to work a play in this round. They could have locked down and then tried to counter ult com, you know, generate a pick in this kind of way, and instead they're just saving those potentially for round 11 when rifles are on board.
Look at how difficult this pit is to get through. Hunter's Fury, hello, okay, why not?
That's quite nice. I mean, that gives Havoc a free ult in the next round. I'll take that every day. Silver linings to these storm clouds.
Down as well. They might even opt to use it, even now into the post, if they find a good position and spot for it, but they want to play aggressively in this post, doubled up.
The Furia players are staying inside the pit right now. Havoc on top. Shanji trying to find a position inside of it.
Util still with Cascade in his face, not quite peeking over the top as well with the wall. He hears the ropes, and then just spamming it. 1 bullet to the head, just caught there, bit of unluckiness there, just for Havoc. Shandy tucked tight. We've seen the miracles from this spot, at least with the pit up, but it drops down, fades to black.
Again, not worried about this round. It's a gimme to Leviathan, but the ult situation going into round 11, that's what you've got to pay attention to here. They've got lockdown on Havoc. There is a potential for a lockdown on the other side, but Nozwa could break it with his Hunter's Fury. And previously that was balanced because Com had his own ult, and he just kind of ripped it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure really why even. And there's a little bit of pressure in this situation, but King should be feeling fairly safe inside the pit with the rest of his team around him.
That's nasty for Mouseboss. Yeah, it's interesting. This year, Com, especially in this map so far, you've seen him throw out that ult the same way both times on this defense and not finding as much. Sposs is up. A lot of times he can go selectively try to challenge one of those players who has a crucial ult like Havoc.
Let's go.
Now, if Nozwa wants to throw the round and do something very funny, you could try to ult Aspas.
He is holding it down. Operator in his hands. No one to break the drone from though, so clears off. That is just a bit of a fake.
You should
Lines
run.
himself up, just baiting like he could go for the repeat. So lockdown is used relatively early.
They got double molly here from Tex. And I think he may position himself for a lockdown late. That makes it awkward for Nosworth.
The spam coming in. Space given up onto the side. Needs to be vacuumed up here by Furia. Plan deep, Shandy. Very deep plan and an even deeper pit still. It's going to be a lockdown. After the back pinged out. Has to be broken and destroyed. It looks like it is. Just spammed that as well from the extra bullets that were coming their way. Furia, the game plan is good. Cornucopia of ultimates, the way that they've just sailed their way through for this one.
Tex is going to gamble, jump down to find the Viper. Or they're just going to save, waiting for Com maybe to get his lurk down through tube.
Does Khalil get Batmaned?
The longer this goes without any random spam kills as well, the more LEV just have to give it up. They're not getting anything.
Yeah, Com is looking for exits already instead of actually peeking on tube.
Yeah. Just backing away. So, Furia.
And that matters, Bren. The money for Furia going in this last round, if they can get a lot of exit kills.
Lovely movement though. Just trips up Com for a second.
I don't actually think the money does matter in that situation, though. They've got plant money. They've all got over 400. They get 3K for winning the round. I think that was straight up the wrong call from Lev, unless I'm missing something massive. You're not going to feed them ult orbs. You have a ton of money. Send it. Go crazy with it. The economy doesn't matter. You're about to head into round 12.
This guy's got a abacus out. he's ran the numbers.
I'm counting my beans.
One more round, 12.
MW has not been pulling out the attack op very often, and it's only Com over towards A. Lev have mostly been stacking the A site, this time swapping it up, expecting Furia to do something different. Furia like, nah, I'd rather go A.
It's been part of the game plan for them. This time, though, MW with the op in his hands. It will slow them down.
They've been playing fairly slowly towards A anyway, though.
I'm just hopping up on top of the box. Maybe he could have caught a timing there when the drone's in his face, but surely feeling the heat.
One of the big differences to the way that Furia are playing it, it's not 5 people towards A. It's a 4-1, where Khalil, if he wanted to, could try to take some space. He's playing very safely at the moment, though, on B. They're leaving, but Khalil doesn't have too much information. It's not like he knows that B is empty.
Here.
They're going to try this A fake into the mid to B again.
They've got the read,
No,
though.
not quite.
I think there, something that Furia did not get down was the actual rest of the util from Mazzino, as Havoc actually gets a kill through mid, though.
Oh, that's brave, Havoc. Still with a knife out as well. And like I said earlier, Lev, they have the read on this one. Got the bodies. Teammates finally arriving to the scene.
Oh, MW.
And it's like, oh, battle.
That's
What a
perfect.
reaction.
Aspas using the elevation of that little ramp there, making it really difficult for MW to hit that
A little
shot.
bit harder. Mazzino's still locking it down as well, straight from behind. It's only 20 seconds left. Need to get a plant down, but there's a reckoning in their faces. Golden beams are light pointing exactly to where Furia are. Can't stand their grounds against it. 12 seconds left. What is the bailout here? How did they even get themselves through it?
10 seconds left.
Needs to be coverage. It's not there for the plant. Shandy just trying to go for it onto the corner. Lev are going to be up now. 2 rounds. Looking forward to that next half.
But I'm impressed with what Furia put together. I feel good,
Switching sides.
similar to Sunset. They're keeping things close. Lev won the pistol and Furia are still only 2 rounds away at the half. If they can do the same as Sunset and pick up a pistol on the back of the halftime, then we've got a real game going. They just have to not fumble it and lose 5 in a row.
Enemy remaining.
I think Lev is playing great too, so Furia actually challenging. This is
Back.
in their last match.
Yeah,
Very
good,
impressive.
Good signs for the rest of the regular season.
Yeah,
Definitely
week
pushing
5 and beyond.
it. Absolutely. And only 2 rounds standing in sport.
Of course. I think I'd wax you.
Furia looking like they want to fight down mid here. MW stomping.
Yeah, surely this is quite evident now. Deep Dart as well. Orchestrates a lot.
Jeez.
It's all being watched for. Khalil will be lucky to even just get anything. Potentially the trade online, but no, he's lucky to be alive. The bullets.
He got hit twice there.
He's saved by the sheet metal.
Gets the heal though from Shandy. Recon dart being thrown over towards yellow really makes it look like Lev are trying to take some B control in the same moment that they contact up right into Havoc.
They're making noise here for Havoc to heal.
Oh.
Why is he peeking there?
Yeah, Havoc.
He should just be calling for his team.
He thinks he's better.
Yeah.
And you know what? In this situation, he wasn't. But a couple of rounds from now, he's going to absolutely obliterate Aspas, and he's going to think back to this.
That's a hard ask, but
I mean, right now, this is the most dangerous period for Furia to let this game slip. Because it's competitive right now, but pistol, bonus, those sorts of things, that's all of a sudden Lev going to be up very close.
minimum you're looking at 9-5.
Flank through mid as well. The School of Com.
Dropping down. Killers need to start flooding in. Time's running short. Feel the pressure and the heat here. Fury at least accounting for the mid flank. There's a wall in their face.
Last
Just
player
a shoulder
standing.
check right through, spots it. And Khalil not making a good go of it.
Get out of my way.
Nothing else to play for here other than just pad the stats, why not? But Timmy steals the last one. So 8-5, looking set up well as well. Winning that pistol round, most likely up to 9 here for Lev. This is the dire circumstance we were talking about for Furia.
Yeah, it's not looking amazing for them, especially if Lev end up running away with this round. You have to do damage here so that Lev are not coming into their bonus with massive amounts of weaponry. What is that shot from King?
You said that everybody was looking for him, but that was just a nasty flick. That's absurd.
Full 90-degree flick to the left. Destroys the first player, and they're aware of a second.
MW always goes for this Marshall bot on these eco rounds.
But he's also missed the action. He's trying to look to take it through mid, and there's nobody really there.
And Tech's in the curry spot.
Turret destroyed.
It's nice of the crosshair placement. He's
Goodbye.
going to be now, though. Hello. Swing's coming out. Has to reload. Where is everybody? Flooded up, overwhelmed here. It's up to Com now to hold on to the flank.
Com could easily get overwhelmed
planted.
in this position.
He's holding it with just a slight off angle.
He has no help.
Yeah, he's got a stinger though.
Yeah, close quarters into the action. Here's all the footsteps. Doesn't know the rough position, but Lev full backside control. They're going to be aware that this is all occurring over towards the flank.
Oh,
Jump spot,
He's
here's the
getting
drop. He's getting swarmed. Stinger still does the job, gives him the business. His teammate's going to be helping him out.
I'll be honest, this round Lev should have lost multiple fights a lot earlier than that. Comp should not be getting 2. He's swarmed, but once again, just like you saw in the mid fight that MW had to clean up onto Tex. Nobody's swinging with him. He's swarmed, but everybody's taking ones.
I mean, that's partly because MW dashed away after taking the first shot. I think for style points, he wanted to look better in the clip. He doesn't need to be dashing off in that situation. Maybe he wasn't expecting to see someone there and got spooked. Anyway, did they do enough damage? I'm not too sure about that. Lev's weaponry is still looking quite good over here. And Khalil, I have seen monstrous things from him in this position against 100 Thieves.
This man is manifesting right now.
Yeah, but the
Mind
thing
you,
is,
Josh.
you just manifest a bunch of util in your face and he's neutralized. You can't get those legendary one taps.
Right there.
And they're already cut out. I mean, he's not going to be trying to fight for that B main control when he's just a lone player. He's going to be calling for players to help him out. Here in the emphasis, got to wait for the next wave of things, but the wall's dropping down. Open angles.
And making the move back over to A, just inserting Aspas in this spot. Aspas is going to be looking for kills. He's that kind of player. So if somebody on Furia wins a big duel.
And for that re-exploration, Aspas. That's what the dash is for. Gets himself out of there. Now the reckoning. MW just trying to play out onto the edge of it. Updraft, dash, and away to safety. But oh, he's thinking about committing. There's the danger zone. Finally, will play his life. Calm. Good plan down. Extension now into the round.
He's playing a different patch. That dart had like 3 scans.
It's not getting broken. Here we are. Tom's still just going to be holding up close. Again with the weapons on hand. This is precision and surgical by King. Rips away 2. There's the answer by Furia. At least brings it to the 3 versus 3. But Com again. He's going to walk around, wrap around here.
A full wall.
Diffusing.
Into his face. Diffusing,
Calm.
sticking. Needs to be that pressure. Ham! Denied to the knife! Oh boy!
I mean, Lev win the round, but Furia, I feel like a silver lining for them. They dodged being posted all over the internet.
Yo, I did not know Com was from the hood like that, bro.
That was close to being something fantastic. This round as well felt like Aspas had decided, I want you guys to prove you can win without me. He was just inserted over towards B, and then watching for the flank didn't really have any impact. Normally you see Aspas deep up in...
The coordination needs to be on time.
The punish.
Have you ever seen a kill from that?
I mean, in 2022 or something, yeah.
I mean, it's still effective, don't get me wrong. It's denying the orb, but I think people always are like, oh, is it going to get a kill?
We'll watch it just in case. Clear. Plays down his ult for the one-way. Using it for plan denial.
Furia are taking risks in this round, though. They're pushing out over towards A. MW's getting a lot of information. He knows that this is a real push. Nobody in Snowman to get caught by this play as well.
This is nice by Lev. Try and take that backside control as well. Leave nothing to chance.
And with a lot of money here, this is easily how you shut down this anti-eco.
We'll seek to overwhelm, and again, they're losing the
Can they
battle.
get that
There's
orb?
more of attrition that's occurring, at least with it now, Aspas.
Wow.
Yeah, safe hands from him.
A little spin there.
Jira.
Leaves MW and Noswa to pick up the pieces. What's left of it? Not too much in terms of the chances. It's Lev up to 11, almost assuredly.
One enemy
And I'm afraid it does feel very similar to map 1, where Furia are right there with them, toe to toe the whole time. And then unfortunately the second half hits and they lose it. They run out of gas. They can't keep it going. It was rifle rounds actually.
Number 1, what is diet?
What's that?
It's like skimmed milk, surely,
Yeah,
right?
I know, but like, you don't
diet
call
milk.
it
There
that.
it is again.
What is that? Yo, anybody diet meat drinkers in the house? I didn't know we were sponsored by Big Milk out here. This is crazy.
The dairy industry's got its hooks all over the place.
All right, Hunter's Fury. This is Furia just trying to make something happen. Trying to play it with a vulnerability as well. Set something up. They get nothing. It's a wasted ult from Nosworth.
King's taken a ton of damage, though. One shot to the body from a Vandal, and he's done.
Not too worried about that, though, still. Shandy posted. They hear the drop down. I see the drop down. Aspas. Sky again. He's empowered now. Shandy removed. Up onto the high ground. Perched. Control of the rifle is there. At least maintained for Nozo. Not enough, though. Try and get that one. It's traded out by Tex. Reposition, repeat straight to the dome. Overkill. If you ask me, but MW does. Let's get the job done now, leaving it down to 2. King and Com.
Love this from King.
Over the top, not expected.
When he's scoped in like that, that's too hard.
Okay, Com's got a decision here, though. Do you back off and try to play with your ult, or are you looking to go forwards? And clearly, as you can see, taking the more aggressive option.
Yeah, just, again, maintains control. Gets the kill, leaves it down to Havoc. 1v2 has no idea where these players could be.
Tragedy again for Furia. Another spot where the round should be theirs. Only 2 people alive from LEV. And King's play up into top nest and then Com with 2. Robs them of a round where they had all of the advantages.
And you know what the difference from Sunset? I know the score kind of feels like the same. We're going in the same pattern here in the second half, but that's the first, like, super tight round that we've had. And on Sunset, we had a ton of them that Furia was actually coming out with.
Yeah. Com's loving it out there as well.
One more round will do it. Hunter's Fury, Lev. Where's the punish coming from? Not too sure as well. There's a kill. Getting a tag at least under Shandy with 1 player dropped as well. It's almost inevitable. The Avalanche might just come crashing down unless MW has something to say about it. Stands up to the challenge. Pushed forward by Nosworth, getting very cheeky with it.
I mean, same 2 players from last round.
It needed to happen, didn't it?
1 enemy
Tag up.
remaining.
Coverage onto belt. They know exactly where Com is.
The crowd are looking for the Com ace.
I heard that.
Listen, you never know. He's at the top.
19 and 9.
You never know.
He pulled off a 1v3 on Sunset. It was a backbreaker. Very early on, though. Not so much a backbreaker, I suppose. It's just like a little twist that you feel later on in the day.
To start with, needs to take out one of these players that are rapidly approaching the site. MW's got the high ground angle.
And these clutches are so tough.
Yeah.
Once you plant the spike, then the util starts flying.
Khalil's not giving him anything.
I mean, the
Around
jets start flying.
sides. Com sticking this one, but his back's open to it.
Wow, we get to match point from Lev, and all of a sudden, the Furia fans awake. They're like, oh, we can get a comeback.
That wasn't even from Josh as well. He's just sat with his arms crossed.
Well, no, I was liking what I was seeing there from MW. It's big. We've been missing a round where MW really takes over with knives. I think he's had multiple opportunities and hasn't really been able to deliver. The problem is, you're looking up at the top, and they need another 6 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has to get a lot cleaner.
That tags onto Aspas.
Brawl in B.
Here's the fight. Yeah, walking all the way out. Khalil
There it is.
wins it. King needs to return it. There's a wall in his face, and he doesn't get it. Barely missing the timing on it.
Couldn't be better.
I mean, that's a movie script. Just putting the wall up to save his life.
That's a
Johnny's on your right.
Valorant trailer kind of play, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
I shall wall off your opponent. A work on console.
I've gone for the reaction though. Plant down onto the A site. No denial. Ethan pushes it back and away. Here's where the danger could lie. Mazzino, he's got this ult. Any signs of life from Fury, they're going to be trying to defend this one. Out through the back of the site. Dart. Down to the back.
Ooh, that's a bad dart on top of Jen. It's not scanning anything.
Covered up as well. To Molly, to Reckoning. It's all seeking to delay. Furia still in the danger zone for this one. Doesn't matter if they got this player advantage. They need the kills to start coming in. Dash forwards as well. Predicted by Aspas. It's red across the board. It painted the bloody walls of it. Lev are on fire right now. No one can stand a touchdown. 13-6. will put a pretty bow on the finish onto this round.